So this is Columbia City Youth Theater Group. We actually had to commit an act of defiance, which is the title of our play coming out, from the school district. Our school was not being supported, or our drama program was not being supported by the school or the school district. So a few parents and students and staff said we're going to volunteer and do it ourselves. So with that, which is crazy how much we were able to accomplish on nothing. So we were able to accomplish, one, you'll see an example of what we've done in the past, even 3 years. We got a contract with IndieFlix to post our films up there, and the students staff our program will receive funds for that. We also did a film festival last year at the Central Cinemas that the students created films on diversity, on gay marriage, marriage equality, a bunch of social justice issues, and also silly fun things as well. So we're doing a lot. Again, I would love for your supports, because this is an act of defiance. Sometimes art is seen as, it's maligned. And even at our art school, it's sort of, our art focus school, it seemed like that we're getting into the position of, we need to fit and do standardized tests, so let's drop the arts, which is scary if we're doing that at a progressive education alternative school. So I think that we need to understand, I believe you said that arts isn't everything. Everything. So I think that for us to say, let's drop this, or even, which is horrible, for the artists that are in the school and the artists who are out and about, that we almost put it in, these aren't our core classes. What is that about? So we're dropping and saying the arts aren't as powerful or necessary as science, math. So we're putting a hierarchy on our arts, which is crazy. It's actually offensive. So before we get started, we're going to see a little bit of what we do. Columbia City Youth Theater Group. Edit, create their songs, all in an hour and 10 minutes. I would say that hour and 10 minutes, that's where the real learning takes place in school. That's where the real learning, where they're doing math, science, technology, all of it into that 1 hour and 10 minutes, and where the kids are empowered. So that's this introduction. I also want you, Beata, you see the obeying, and so this is our play is about obeying and oppression. So I definitely advise you to come out. She's going to do a poem from We Wear the Mask, Paul Laurence Dunbar, and then she may talk, and then Nate's also going to share.
So this is We Wear the Mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies, it hides our cheeks and shades our eyes, this debt we pay to human guile, and then with bleeding hearts we smile, mouthed with myriad subtleties. We smile, but O great Christ our cries, to thee from tortured souls arise. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try again. We wear the mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies, it hides our cheeks and shades our eyes, this debt we pay to human guile, and then with bleeding hearts we smile, mouthed with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let they only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but O great Christ our cries, to thee from tortured souls arise. We run, but O the clay is vile, beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise, we wear the mask.
Amazing, Beata. Thank you. My name is Nate. I'm a teaching artist in Seattle, and I've been a teaching artist in many iterations for many nonprofits in our area. And I work with ArtsCore right now, and have worked with a few different schools through a creative school initiative where I'm engaging core curriculum and bringing arts into the classroom. What I would say you just witnessed is persistence, the ability to not give up. And arts, the word art is a dirty word now. It's dirty, it's a bad word. Art is creativity, art is persistence, art is seeing through, and art is engaging. That's what we do. I feel the power of it. I see the power of it in the students. I see their ability to overcome. It's that simple. So just remember that it's not glitter, it's not glue and scissors. it's creative thinking, it's critical thinking, and it's getting outside the box, and then being able to engage what is necessary to engage to create change. So.
And my last point before I sit down, I'd like to, one, acknowledge my beautiful wife. She's in her doctorate program, and so we have high ambitions and also for ourselves as what we want to do with the arts as far as teaching and giving opportunities for students who do not have that access. So the second thing is that we're going to ask questions. So when we say we're preparing students to go to college and get a job, what does that mean? Because I know a lot of people who went to college and are broke. They're living paycheck to paycheck. So when we say we're preparing them for college, what does that really mean? I mean, just asking. The reason why I'm asking that question because I know and work with people who went to college and are doing well. I know a bunch of folks who did art. I know a bunch of folks who had to drop out and pursued their their arts and are making millions and millions of dollars. I also know folks who are using the arts to talk about history. They're exploring. So one producer friend of mine just produced Soul, which she wanted to talk about human trafficking. She has a voice to do that. So that's what I'm doing with these kids, and that's my objective, is trying to give these guys a voice and prepare them for whatever they choose to do. Because in 20 years, it's going to look different from what we're actually teaching now. We're in Seattle Public Schools, SEA, we're teaching students as if we were, if it was 1940 and 1950. If I walked into majority of the schools in here, I'll bet you that they're going to be sitting down opening an outdated textbook. That's just what, so I think what we need to do, and I'm going to shut up and sit down, what we need to do is start teaching students how to critically think, examine the real world, and to be able to use their voice as a medium. That's what we need to do. So, what I would love for you to do, and there's flyers for our plate on the right over there. We can also pass them around. It's called Defiance. And this is something we've been talking about, and so it's about how the arts have been stripped away from society and what that looks like. So looking at what Hitler did, we talk a lot about Hitler and how he destroyed the arts in order to control the people. Is that what we're doing in Seattle Public Schools? I'm done.